Welcome to By Fire's YouTube. Today we're going to be firing up over here at Universal Studios Hollywood for some updates. Let's do this. We are back at Universal Studios Hollywood on this beautiful Tuesday. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. It's nice breeze, kind of warm, not super hot yet. This is our first trip back since Midsummer Scream has happened, and wow, what an announcement we had. I still can't believe Texas Chainsaw Massacre house that we're gonna get this year. John Murdy was on fire. He was cooking. Whew. I can't wait to go through that 50th anniversary Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. We're gonna do a lot of that talking on a bonfire very soon, so stay tuned for all of that. But today we're gonna get a lot of detail or updates on the details of the facades, Fast and Furious coaster updates, and we are gonna get on the studio tour. Do not forget, August 11th is the last day you could do the 60th Studios Tour anniversary. So don't miss out on that. The summer crowds have arrived. Holy macaroni. Quick recap of what happened at Midsummer Scream. We got the big announcement for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the legacy of Leatherface. That's going to be the one at T-Lot, what everybody calls behind Transformers. Also, we got an announcement of Scare Zone. It's going to be the one outside of Monstruos 2. That one is going to be Luchadores Monstruos. So that's going to be very exciting. Bunch of luchadores. I feel like that one's going to be more fun than scary, but it's going to be a good time. Also, too, we got a brand new Scare Zone. A lot of people are speculating it'll be like from Simpsons to Harry Potter area. You know, kind of behind Ollivanders. That one's going to be called Murder of Crows. And we did get an image of a crow that's going to be added. So I guess this year we might have 4 super tall crows. The more crows, the better. I ain't complaining. First thing we're going to check on, though, is merch. Any new HHN merch. I would love to buy a shirt today. All these announcements went down. No new merch. What in the Baba Freak? I want myself a Texas Chainsaw. Come on. Nothing. Literally nothing. I am hearing some rumors that this year's merch drop, whenever it does happen for Halloween Horror Nights, it's going to be probably the biggest one we've ever seen. That's what I've heard. So I'm excited. I guess it's just the calm before the storm. I can't wait to buy some Halloween Horror Night merch. I've been itching. My wallet's itching to buy this merch. I want it so bad. First facade that we're going to take a look at is Monstruos 2. This facade is so cool now that they've added lights. They added that middle iron thing. They got doors now. We got this tree been added. Hopefully soon the walls come down so we can get a full look at this beautiful facade. I can't wait to see these 3 monsters come to life. And then with the Luchadores Scare Zone, this is going to be badass. One thing to note too that John Murdy mentioned when we interviewed him, if you haven't seen the interview, we posted it on our YouTube this past Sunday from Midsummer Scream. John Murdy was saying that since this is Monstruos 2, it's like we're in the same graveyard. Monstruos 1, and it's like we're panning the camera now to Monstruos 2 in the same graveyard. So hopefully this one works out, and maybe there could be a trilogy, a Monstruos 3. Or in a sense, we would look to a different side of the graveyard to take an adventure into whatever those monsters could be in the future. I don't know what monsters could go beyond that, but I hope this house works out. I already know it's going to be a lot of fun. John Murdy, he's the boss. John Murdy's the boss, man. What an incredible job he did at Midsummer Scream. I'm still like so hyped from that whole panel at Midsummer for HHN. Next update of the day, we're going to take a look at the incredible progress happening for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. Oh my Lanta. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. There's just no, I don't have another word that I could say right now than wow. Obviously track has now expanded here. We got the show building for the queue and all of that coming alive. This is just incredible. Wow. Like most of this didn't exist on my last trip last week. The speed is just unbelievable. And lots of engineers and construction right now happening as we speak. I'm just shook. All right, let's take a look at the hillside. Taking a look down the hillside. This is just unbelievable. Wow. And all the way down. Can't wait to start seeing all the support and all that construction start happening on that side. But for here, look at this. Just incredible progress. And they're moving beams as we speak. Look at that. Wow. This is so cool. What are the odds by, like, I don't know, end of September, we got coaster track connecting right here? I can't wait to see what the other side looks like on the other side of the escalators. Up next, we're gonna go on the studio tour to get some updates, hopefully on Eternal Bloodlines and the soundstage if it's open. What's open behind Transformers? You know, it's been rumored The Weekend. Is it really true? I have no idea. Hopefully that's open. And Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Those are the big ones. Couple questions, Dracula.
You better be good or it might be the death of you.
How do you deal with summer?
Summer?
Yeah, it's been really hot.
Well, listen. When you're dead, you don't feel the heat.
Oh, God, that's true. That's true.
And as far as the sun, sunblock protects me well, SPF 6000.
Yeah.
But see, most people believe that the vampire can't go out in the daytime because they'll put fire. It just weakens our powers a little bit. That's how we trap you.
Well, I just want to say you're the best. I can't wait. We're gonna see some Dracula lore play out in Halloween Horror Nights this year.
I know. Have you heard about my new restaurant in Florida too?
Oh, new restaurant.
Yes, all vampires, run by vampires.
Oh, yes, a steak with a steak.
There you go. I usually have my steak rare. I squeeze it into a glass.
I can't wait. Next year. That'll be a next year thing.
I know. It's going to be so delicious.
Thank you, Dracula.
And people will come in for dinner, and they will be dinner.
They will be dinner. They're the dinner.
And your name is?
Mondo.
Mondo. Now I know what to put on the tombstone.
Thank you, Dracula. I'm going to walk away now. Just want to showcase the sheer size of all of this that's going on outside of Harry Potter. Look how close everything is to Simpsons area, too. Wow. Studio tour time. Let's do this.
That's right. Thank you, Jimmy. So, to get down there on the lot, guys, we got to go down this big hill coming up. This is called the Universal Timeline. You're going to see buses from Hollywood. Main stops at our gates. And then on July 15th, home to some of our most iconic sets. Everything on screen and a whole bunch more down there. It's in 1928, again, our oldest one on property. But as we hit the front lot, we're going to pass by stages. There's a sound stage on property. Bel Air also films there live. That was also home is here. Stages 16 through 19. These are home to some of our biggest sitcoms. Shows like The Jeffersons, Martin, Coach, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, just to name a few.
Great Scott, it's time to go back to the future. This famous line, along with "Isn't he a dreamboat?" We're uttered right here at Courthouse Square, aka Hill Valley, from 1985's Back to the Future. Courthouse Square was also used in Bye Bye Birdie and To Kill a Mockingbird long before my son ever saved the clock tower. And glamour trams have been passing by this same set since 1964. Take a look at some recent productions featuring this iconic location.
around the corner. Watch out back there, guys. Looks like we're caught in another flood. That might be in the splash zone. Over here. Wow, it's almost like I knew that was coming or something.
Forget to sit down and talk about Florida. Well, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Right here from screen to real life again. You're watching the movie in the middle of the movie. This is one of the biggest sets ever built at that time. That is a real 747 airplane on the right. Spielberg and team purchased it from an airplane graveyard just north of here. They bought it for about $60,000. The top windows, you might get a glimpse really quickly of our very own motherland. Hi, Mom. No matter how much entertainment changes, we will be here at the tour to show you how it's done. And that's why they tour on our 60th.
We got some great looks at a lot of the facades throughout the studio tour. We had an awesome studio tour guide, so much fun. For the Boy soundstage, which is going to be Universal Monsters Eternal Bloodline, beautiful castle facade. That maze itself is humongous. Very, very large facade. And that walkthrough, I feel like, is going to be one of the bigger ones this year. We also got a look at Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That one, it's going to have some wording that's going to go at the top. That has not been added yet, so kind of still looking the same. But the one that I really wanted to see, the door was open a little bit, was behind Transformers. You couldn't make out anything of what's in there. Also, too, we got a good look at Insidious. It pretty much is done. I can't wait to walk through that one, as we're going to be seeing pretty much a lot of monsters through movies 1 through 5, and you're just going directly into the further, which is the most terrifying portion of Insidious. I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle the lipstick monster throughout that maze. It's going to be wild. But one thing to note before we move on to our next update, Terror Tram has finally started getting some setups, so that's exciting. That has not been announced. I hope we get that announcement this week, and everything just kind of gets announced, so we can start like really getting into some deep, like what we expect out of this event. But let me tell you, over the last like week and a half, the hype meter has been turned up to 10. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Multiverse House. I'm still blown away by that. It's so crazy. All right, we're gonna go check out Dead Exposure, and then I think maybe check out some merch on the way out, but that's gonna be it for today. One crazy thing that got uncovered yesterday, because Haunted Mansion Holiday just opened at Disneyland, is there's a Krusty reference in Haunted Mansion Holiday. What? I'm shocked. At first I thought it wasn't real, but you know, asking around, everybody can confirm we have some Simpson references in Haunted Mansion Holiday, most specifically Krusty the Clown. From this angle, I could see a lot of different construction I couldn't see from the other side. That right there, that is, if I'm not mistaken, a launch. Our first launch? Is that how that's playing out? Oh my Lanta. Wow, freaking awesome. I just wish I had concept art, but that's what I've heard. That's a launch. I think there's supposed to be 2. We got a different perspective of all the construction happening for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. A lot of these supports have all been set up, but I'm pretty sure we're not that far off from all of this looking like that. I'm still stunned at the freaking first launch that we're going to be having is right there. Oh my Lanta, what a beautiful view this all is, everybody. Just incredible. And for our last Halloween Horror Night update, Dead Exposure, Death Valley. Not much progress since the last time we were here, except those bins have now been added. There is going to be an actor outside of this facade. And once again, more poles. That's what we've seen a lot of in this house, poles. Oh man, I wish I could see what's in this like van. I don't know if there's some props being set up there or not. This is one of my most anticipated houses this year too. Can't wait to do it. Can't wait to do it. Also, too, the Transformers store that's all the way in that back corner, I'm hearing that that's going to be a Halloween Horror Night tribute store. So that's going to be really cool. I don't know when that transformation is supposed to happen, but that's the speculation I'm hearing. Can't wait for that. And if the weekend does come, which will be behind Transformers in the soundstage, are we going to get a bar again? That was one of the most successful bars ever. It was packed always, selling $15, $20 French fries. Who knows how expensive those drinks were, like 18 to 25 bucks. I wouldn't doubt. If the weekend does come, that's going to be a bar. But can you just imagine the heavy hitters we're going to have here at the lower lot? Bloodline, Eternal Bloodline. We're going to have Dead Exposure, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Multiverse. And then if it's the weekend, who knows? At this point in time, we don't know. But if it is the weekend, imagine how packed this is going to be. If you're thinking like of buying early entry, you're just like on the fence about it, just do it. Early entry, this will be worth it. Just to do one or two of these houses, any of these, it's going to be such an awesome year. I can't wait for Halloween Horror Nights 2024, man. To end our day, we're going to do Animation Studio Store because it seems like every time I come here, there's always something new in here. Still plenty of stock of all the Scooby-Doo stuff. I've seen a lot of people wearing all this Woody Woodpecker merch. They've now come out with a hat. That's actually really nice. Snapback? Yeah, it is. Guess who? Woody Woodpecker. How much is this being sold for? We don't know. $25. Hey, that's a good deal for a hat, man. I feel like over the past weekend, I saw Universal Studios Hollywood post that they have Jaws ears. I'm not seeing them, but there is quite a bit of new headbands and hats and stuff like that. It's very nice. So the Jaws merch is at Universal Store at the entrance of the theme park, and there they are. Look at that. What a cool headband. This one's being sold for 22 bucks. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you everybody for watching Fly Fire's YouTube. If you watched this far, I appreciate all your support and thank you so much. We had an incredible weekend at Midsummer Scream, and we're just keeping that momentum going with all this Halloween Horror Night stuff. And most importantly, Fast and Furious. We're going to be covering that from beginning to end. All right, everybody, smash that like button. We're firing it down.